What's up, guys? Jake here. Um, I thought I'd come on and make kind of a little bit of an update video from last week, whenever I revealed the pressure washer and the saw in there, which is kind of back behind this mower. But I actually have, well, I did one job, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I actually have two other jobs, two other house washes that are scheduled for this upcoming week. I think I got one on Wednesday, and the other one is, unless something changes, it'll be on Thursday. So, I did a soft washing job the other day. I didn't record it or anything, but I just kind of wanted to explain how that went. That went fantastic. I actually just went to Lowe's and I bought this stuff, which is, let's see here. Basically, it's basically pool chlorine. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Which is, it's alright, but it was like $3 a gallon for this stuff. And I bought 5 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that house took 3.5. I think that's right. Let's see. I can't count today. I got 1.5 gallons left over. Let's put it that way. Oh, also, I did get my hour meter installed. You're looking at it upside down. It's not 100% accurate because I didn't get it until I didn't install it. But I think the engine has about 2 extra hours than what that says. Because I didn't run it much. I didn't do any jobs. All I did with it before I got before I put the hour meter on there was just kind of use it around here. That's it. But this thing, so far so good. I have ran it, and it is phenomenal. It's still on its first tank of gas. So that's been awesome. Very powerful. It'll actually, if you're not ready for it, it'll actually kick you back with 4,000 pounds of pressure. So that's pretty cool. Another thing is that, so basically, I'm just going to kind of explain what the plan is and what the setup and everything is. So basically, right here, I have this blue hose, and it's a 50-foot, 4,000 psi hose. Then I got this black hose. This black hose is what came with the pressure washer, and it's 4,100 psi. So 50 and 50, I plugged them together to make 100 foot of hose, and then this water hose is, I think this water hose is like 25 feet. So basically, what I want to do is I want to build a pressure washing setup to go in the back of the truck, and I want to put it on a pallet. So I want to build a pallet or get a pallet, but I'd prefer to build a pallet and use all treated wood so you don't have to worry about it rotting. And I basically want to make the pallet so that this pressure washer will fit, or the wheels anyway would fit on the pallet, and I want to figure out a way to kind of chop the wheels in place so it doesn't bounce around. Because the day I went and picked this thing up, I debated about whether I wanted to strap it down or not, which was a stupid thing on my part. So I said, nah, I won't strap it down. I didn't even get 2 miles down the road and it had already bounced all over the truck. So even though this thing weighs half a ton, it'll still move around in the back of the truck. So I wanted a way to fix it, without having to strap it down necessarily. And I did actually try to, whenever I did that first house, I said, well, I'll just pick it up and put it in the back of that truck. This thing is almost impossible to manhandle by yourself. And I'm not saying I'm super strong, but I'm not the weakest guy in town either. And this thing is almost impossible to pick up. And so, basically what I want to do is I want to build a pallet. And I also want to, a pallet so that'll fit on. But also I'm going to go to, I think the website's called powerwashing.com or powerwash.com or something like that. And I'm going to buy a hose reel. And I'm also going to buy a 150-foot high-pressure hose. Probably 4,000 or 4,100, something like that. And so So I'm going to buy the hose, I'm going to buy a reel for it, and then I'm going to buy a stand for the reel to go on. And then I'm going to put that also on the pallet. I probably won't bolt it down, I'll just set it up there. And then I will take the pressure washer and put it up there. And then basically, anytime I'll have a power washing job, I'll literally just take my tractor with the front forks on it and scoop up the whole pallet and slide the pallet in the back of the truck. Because once I get there, I'm also going to get a 100-foot garden hose too, but I haven't done that yet. Once I do that, and it'll also probably be on a reel, but once I do that, basically the plan is to make it so that I can back up, once I arrive at a house, I back in the driveway, let the tailgate down, come over here, pull my garden hose, go plug it into the house, come back, stretch out my however much high pressure hose I need, and then run it, crank up the pressure washer and run and soft wash the entire house without ever having to take the pressure washer out of the back of the truck. Let everything sit in the back of the truck so that whenever I get done, I go turn off the water, disconnect the hose, and come back to the truck and roll everything up, and then let the tailgate up and drive off. Because that is one of the most efficient ways that I know to do. Because otherwise you're first you have to manhandle to get this thing down off the truck, and you risk, hurting yourself because it is so heavy. And then even if you are strong enough to get it off the truck, you still gotta uncoil and then recoil hoses, and you're probably wasting close to, honestly, between taking everything out in the beginning of the job and then rolling everything up, you're probably wasting it up to probably about 45 minutes to an hour of just prep. So I want to make it so that I am a lot more efficient, and I can literally just roll up there, like I said, to unhook my, or roll out my hoses, and then go to work, and then whenever I'm done, roll up the hoses and drive off, basically. So, another thing that I did this today, actually, or this afternoon, is I went to Pinch A Penny, which is, in case you don't know, Pinch A Penny's like a local pool, like above ground pool and spa maintenance store / sell grills and stuff like that kind of thing. Outdoor pool place, basically. So I went and I purchased each one of these jugs is 2.5 gallons, and they're all refillable. Like I pay for the jugs, so like this first bill was pretty expensive. But then whenever these jugs are empty, I literally just take them back and they refill them, and I don't have to buy new jugs. They're my jugs. So that's pretty awesome. That right there, it'll save you money in the long run. And those are 2.5 gallons. So I got 7.5 gallons of chlorine sitting right there, pool chlorine. And in case you're wondering, it is 10.5. Where's my camera? 10.5 hypocryptolite, or however you pronounce that. So yeah, and that's what I run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one of these jugs, like for instance, let's say that I was going to do a power wash job. So I come here, grab the jug, and then I would take the cap off and dump it into here. Because if you look at this jug, it's not exactly flat. So what's going to end up happening is you put your siphon hose in there, and the way that it's shaped, you don't have chlorine sitting down here, and it's not going to suck it all up, and it's just going to be bad. It's not going to suck it all. So I'm going to dump it all in here, and I think it's like 3.5 to 4 gallons to do a normal house, or at least to do a 2-story house. One of the houses I'm doing is actually going to be a 2-story house, and then after that I'm going to do the driveway. So I'm going to pour however much chlorine I need into this bucket, and I learned this from a friend of mine. I took a piece of PVC pipe, about 10 inches, and took this filter off, and then I ran a hose through it, and then put the filter back on. Because I was having a problem before. I was just taking, this jug and sticking it in the jug without the pipe. And I kept having to come back because the filter kept wanting to float above the chlorine, so it wasn't really sucking anything. But this is heavy enough to weigh it down. And then also, you know, I was going through a gallon, you know, every like 10 minutes. So by dumping it all in here, you know, I don't have to go back to the truck and change jugs, and I don't have to go back to the truck and stuff, because I was having to stuff this thing down into the hose, into the jug over and over. And once again, that's another thing that's wasting time. So you're trying, or at least I'm trying to make it so that, yeah, you have to take a couple more steps in prepping, and you may have to spend a couple more dollars, but the whole idea is to make it so that it's as easy as possible and as efficient as possible. You can get in there, you can do your job, and you can get out. So that's kind of the idea. You know, you want to be in a professional, quick kind of manner. But you don't, I mean, you know, don't rush. You just want to be quick and you want to, you know, be professional. So I think that'll be good. So I'm still not fully set up yet. And it's going to be a little while because this setup right here was kind of on the expensive side. Plus, I didn't buy it here locally. So, it just ended up costing a couple more dollars than it normally would have. But sorry, I heard a four-wheeler running. But yeah, so I guess the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, get the hose reels, get another hose, which, like I said, that's 100 foot, and that was just barely enough room to get behind the house. So it's going to be a little short on me. I think I can make it work. I mean, worst case scenario, I'd move the truck a little bit, but I think I can make it work. But, eventually in the next, well, it depends on how many more jobs I get, but if I keep getting a lot of these jobs in the next couple of weeks or months or so or whatever, I'm going to try and get a hose reel and a hose. And this water hose is only 25 feet. I don't really mind rolling up 25 feet in the back of the truck. That's not going to be an issue. And besides, it's just a water hose. It's just these high pressure hoses. It's 150 feet for one thing. Plus, it's almost like trying to roll up an air hose. It's virtually impossible. So yeah. So yeah, this is I think today's like the 20th or the 21st, something like that, January. This is by far, let's see, this is going to be my third. Yeah, this is going to be starting my third season. And the last first and second season, I have never worked this much in the month of January, or at least in the beginning of the season. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And last year we didn't even have much of a winter. Like, I don't even know if the grass actually died. I think we had one frost, and then this year it has already literally, hey cat, it's literally already snowed one time, and then iced like a week or two ago. Less than a week ago, like just a few days ago. So that'll be pretty cool. So, the grass hasn't grown at all. Everything's dormant. Everything's dead. So if I can find out a way to make some more money in the off season, that'll be good. But then also, if I can figure out how to make this very efficient and also, as easy prep or easy setup as possible, then I could probably even do a job here and there, even during mowing season. I could probably, it's going to be tough, but I could probably actually, if I could get a setup so that all I have to do is take the tractor and put the pallet up in the back of the truck, basically, and that's basically it, other than going picking up some chlorine. I can go do a job, and the nice thing about that is I can even leave this trailer hooked to the truck. And I can do one of two things. I can either put the pallet in the truck, or I could even put the pallet in the trailer. As long as I figure out how to, you may have to work around the ramp because of the tractor. Tractor can't drive up on the ramp because it'll crush the door. But, It should be easy. I know I'm ranting, but I just kind of want to give you guys a little setup. Oh, and also, and I guess while I'm ranting, I guess, pardon the trash, that's from a fall cleanup, and those 3 jugs are from one of my commercial properties. There's the CS271T, and that thing is awesome. There's a lot of power in this itty bitty saw. I know I said that the first time, but now I've actually used it. I used it for an entire day, and yeah, I couldn't be more happy with that little saw. That thing's definitely come in handy, and I think I might even have another brush cleanup job coming up, possibly. So that ought to be good. And I'm not going to buy any more equipment for a long time. Because like I said, between that and that, it was $1,500, and then I spent more than that because, like I said, it wasn't necessarily local. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on here and kind of give you guys a little update. I'm trying to make more videos, and with it being wintertime, it's a little bit easier to do. But I want to try to keep you guys informed and good. I would like to eventually maybe possibly do some actual footage of pressure washing, but it's easier to just make Instagram pictures and small video clips, honestly, than it is to take this camera. For one thing, this camera is not waterproof, and I don't even have a tripod for this camera, so unfortunately you just have to bear with me. So yeah, but anyways, guys, I think I'll talk to y'all later. The sun's starting to set. It's a very cool evening. It's actually warmed up though. I think it's actually like almost it's got to be close to the 50s because I'm short sleeve, so it's got to be at least in the high 40s or low 50s. So it feels very nice. So anyway, guys, I wanted to kind of come on here and give you guys a little update. Chlorine is the way to go. That's the way to go. That's some powerful stuff right there. Alright, guys, well, I'll let y'all go, and I will see you in the next video. See y'all later.